Welcome to Babyface Hills. I'm your boy Pop Griffin. Today I got two out of my four guys with me. To my right, Menace Red.
Yo.
To my left, Ricky Bobby.
What's up, what's up?
And you know what we do here. We talk about professional wrestling, primarily the WWE. And we're going to get right into it. So, the ring general has challenged his boys Imperium to show him something to impress him, and they have a little feud brewing with the New Day. Not only they have it brewing, but they taking dudes out. Talk to me, man. What's going on? Because you know how I feel about the ring general. I love him.
So Ludwig Kaiser had a match against Kofi Kingston. Initially, that started this whole thing. He made Kofi get counted out along with him. Kofi was frustrated. He tried to jump on him outside the ring, felt that would be that. And then they just got in a full-blown brawl outside the ring. He smashed Kofi in the head with one of the announcer, like Michael Cole's chair or something like that. Then he jumped on Kofi's face when he was on the stairs, injured him. Fast forward to the next week, we got Xavier Woods, Ludwig Kaiser. They have a great match. Xavier Woods bleeding from his mouth and everything. And the same thing happens, except Xavier Woods looks like he's going to injure Ludwig. But then they eventually get broken up, and then they go backstage. Ludwig still doesn't stop backstage. And then main event Jey Uso comes in to break him up. So we're looking at Imperium versus Kofi and Xavier with Jey as their guy. So I think that's dope, and I personally called Jey Uso versus Gunther like 3 weeks ago.
Wait a minute, I thought I called it. You didn't.
You said. Listen to the episode. You were like, I don't think Jey would be good for Gunther because remember you said you didn't think Jey would be good for Gunther.
Oh my God, I don't know about that.
Listen to the show.
We have to go back through that, do some rewinding on that.
Not gonna lie to you, on paper, like if you gave me those names and like I would not really think it was good. If you like really tuned in, like it was solid. It
really
looked like something good. And also one thing I'll say, I feel like Xavier Woods is always gonna give you a match. Like I didn't.
That boy, they don't know he can wrestle for real.
Because like he was always like in the shadow. And it was like Biggie and Kofi. But like when Biggie got injured and Kofi wasn't on for real, Xavier was really performing. Like Xavier was putting on a show every single time.
Yeah, no, his energy, his effort, his showmanship, he does a great job in the ring. No question about it. In and out of the ring, for that matter.
He's good. It sucks Big E is still out because I think Big E versus Gunther would be amazing.
Well, do we know how long he's out for? Because Rumble.
His neck.
But I know his neck
it's a neck
like,
problem. So there's really no telling.
Yeah, those are way more.
Yeah, they won't. WWE will not chance it.
Yeah,
they will not chance that on their clock. Which is, I mean, as a fan, it's one of those things where it's like, I appreciate that. Then it's kind of like, dang, how does he feel? Because, hey, you seen Austin, you seen Shawn. Many of guys have had injuries and come back. Kurt Angle, and said, hey, I'll sign off and let me go do my thing, and it worked. So,
but those guys can't move their necks anymore.
Facts.
Yeah.
So
facts.
And that too, and also, I mean, I think also those names compared to Biggie. Like, I'm not disrespect to Biggie, like, world champion, like, he has some stats, but those were some heavy hitters, especially people that would come back and, like, actually, they propelled things and had iconic matches after the fact.
Would propel things forward?
Oh, he will, because they're at a stuck point right now, but not to the level of where I would want to, like, risk that, as if I wouldn't have a rush to bring him back, or, like,
you're saying it's not like Roman Reigns got injured?
No.
Okay.
When those guys came back, they propelled things. Like, they had iconic matches after their injuries. So, and that you can still think about to date when you think about them. That's my thing.
But I think the time period, too, when those guys went through those injuries that they went through, the company, I mean, those guys were faces. Not saying that Big E isn't a face, but they were faces at a time where, those were hard shoes to fill. Austin couldn't go away for a while, and his shoes got filled. Shawn, don't get me wrong, Rock, guys did a great job, but it wasn't, when those guys came back, it was like, oh, yeah, they're back.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I would be eager to bring one of them back, but No, I mean not now, obviously in the time, but like Biggie, I wouldn't really rush. I would rather like wait it out because there's other people to fill his spot.
Okay, and speaking of other people, right? It looks like main event Jay butted he kind of put himself out there, you know, and now I mean Gunther hasn't said anything yet, but I'm pretty sure the ring general was paying attention to that.
Oh, for sure.
Will we get that match at some point? And
I hope so.
I would be here for it.
What? No, Royal Rumble's in 2 more weeks. They could set that up in 2 weeks.
They could, yeah. Things move fast.
That would be cool.
I think that'd be a solid mid card match.
Yeah,
that would be solid.
Jay go out, slap up Ludwig real quick. The New Day make fight back, and then Gunther comes out and approaches Jay. That'd be good.
Yeah, that'd be really good.
The ring general. Yeah, he's the guy, man. That's my dude right there. All right, let's talk about the the unsuccessful priest. What's up with this dude, man? Like it's I love Judgment Day and everything. Obviously, Rhea, that's my girl. R-Truth doing what he do. You see, this dude was outside selling the t-shirts and just get his hustle on.
R-Truth t-shirts kicked CM Punk's out of the number 1 spot. So R-Truth had number 1 and 2 in the company.
Yo, that is crazy, man.
That's crazy.
That is crazy, yo.
He's one of them.
I was thinking to myself, Archer's been around for a while.
Archer's
and it's like repopulated.
First ever black NWA champion.
It's been around for a while.
Yeah, and still got great moves, and still very entertaining.
He was able to carry himself over through eras, though. It's just really impressive.
Through eras and companies, characters.
Companies, yeah. That whole 24/7 champion thing. You got
So he teamed up with The Miz to take on his crew, Judgment.
He calls Dominic Mysterio Tom and Nick Mysterio. That's mad funny.
So, which it was very entertaining, but at the end of to end the match, Priest choke slammed him because he had super kicked. Who's my guy there?
JD?
No, he super kicked Finn. Yes, he super kicked Baylor. He super kicked him, and that forced what's his name Priest to choke slam him, and they ended up pinning him to retain the titles. But then, like I said, later on that night, he came out ringside as if he was going to cash it in, and all of a sudden, here comes
such a joke.
Drew.
Like,
and so the failure to cash it in again. I mean, he still got time, but it's really getting boring.
Yeah,
seeing him keep showing up with the briefcase is kind of like, dude, are you gonna cash it in or not? If you're not, then just stay low. When you come out to do it, do it.
This is why I get mad, because I feel like they're just. That's what I said earlier. I feel like they're just trying to keep bringing him out with it, just to reiterate the fact that this is important. He still has money in the bank. Don't forget about it, kind of thing. And then also with Drew, that I just think that's another I don't know, it's what's the end goal with it? I don't see it going anywhere, and he's not gonna have a successful cash in.
Well, I mean, okay,
we know this.
If Damian Priest holds it all the way till July and cashes it in on Roman Reigns and beats Roman Reigns, will everything else that led up to it be successful?
Oh, obviously, yeah. But this is what I was thinking too, and seeing how the match ended and with Seth's injury, did they miss an opportunity? Did WWE miss an opportunity because with Seth's injury now, and he's gonna have to drop it anyways?
But do you want to?
Did they plan for Seth to get injured in the
match?
No.
I mean, maybe if it was a pay-per-view and Seth got injured a little more, they could definitely go and just do that quickly. But it was only a weekly episode. We don't really know how bad the injury is, so I don't think there's any need to actually rush and have him do it. But he could have done it. But I don't know if that's what.
If wrestling wasn't scripted, then that would be the time to go do it.
Yeah.
But I don't think nobody banked on Seth hobbling like that.
And also, I don't know if the people in the back or even the fans would because I just want to know what their goal with David Priest is, because I don't think I feel like if they want him to have the title, he already had his chances to go and cash it in.
But I'm gonna tell you the truth. I think if he ever is successful with the cash, I don't think the fans are going to be happy at all. I think the arena's going to boom. He'd be better off passing it off to my man Dom to do it because
I just feel like
give it to Rhea to do it. Nobody's gonna be happy
I
about
hope
Priest.
something like builds up with Damian Priest and like to where it's gonna be a match, him and a few other people, and the winner of that gets the Money in the Bank, and that could lead to something more. Because right now it's at a step point, but if he drops it to somebody who's in the talk, something like that could move things. Or even if he holds it a little longer, and sometimes they'll be like winner of this elimination chamber gets go against this. Like they did that for the women's division one time. Like so, winner of this one gets to have Money in the Bank, and that will propel things and move it because it's kind of he's stuck, and there's people who could actually benefit off that. Like if they who benefit from having Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
Cody.
But if they're not pulling the trigger on it, what are they gonna do?
I mean, because only one person can win the Royal Rumble. So, and if it is The Rock, if The Rock does win, that closes, like I said last week, it closes the way for CM Punk and Cody. However, if Damian drops that Money in the Bank, it makes it's a win-win for both of them. It moves it, and it.
I agree. There's fan theories out there that say R-Truth is like somebody's plant to basically buy Damian Priest out of his Money in the Bank, or he might give it to Finn.
Hey, well, we did see an example of that. He gave him a stack of money, and Priest kind of turned his head the other way and was like, all right, we'll see you out there. So, that's not a bad idea. Let's talk about the leader of Judgment Day, though, and how some people think they can step up. Some people like the man think she can step up and take Rhea.
We just had that talk, and I don't like last week, and I didn't think that they would went that way and put Becky against Rhea because if Becky loses, that builds Rhea's resume, but I don't see Becky losing. Right now.
She doesn't even believe she's better than Rhea right now.
She said it out her own mouth.
I don't care what she
doesn't believe.
I know what I believe. I know what I've seen.
What?
First one.
Here we go. Here's the fan.
Fighting in 2 nights.
Here's the fan.
No,
let's not be a fan.
I'm
professional.
I'm speaking to you real. Rhea barely competes. How do you know? Listen.
Man,
Listen. You can't big time bags. If we're gonna put respect, we gotta put respect on it. She held all the women's champs at least once. First female double champ. Did it before Roman. Had the blue and the red. Fought 2 nights. Fought in the opening and the main event. She used to like move things. Like Becky when Becky used to lead things. Becky beat Charlotte and Ronda the same night. Like Becky used to and she took that little break. She let everyone have their playtime. Then she comes back and just re-dominates.
Listen.
What's wrong with that? Rhea's not defending.
Rhea is the young queen of the darkness. And I'm telling you right now.
She's going to beat her.
She's going to beat her, bro.
No, you're not.
If Becky wins the Royal Rumble, because right now that's her only way of getting to it.
She's not going to win the Rumble.
She has to win the Rumble. Right now, she's not even on her radar.
It'd be cool if they put...
But Rhea does respect her, though.
If they put Rhea in a chamber.
You got to. Yeah, that would be cool. But
she's not gonna win the Royal Rumble though.
No, she probably won't.
Whoever she faces, Rhea actually gonna lose.
Not too much. I don't know. I think, me personally, I would like to see Rhea drop title. I feel like she's not doing it.
It's all about moving it forward, bro.
And her not
the better name she gets on her resume, the better.
But she beats Becky now. What?
We need a new era of women's wrestling, bro. You can't just keep putting the belt on the same 3-4 people.
Look, let's be honest too. When you see Rhea in the ring, right? Are you disappointed at all? I'm never disappointed when I see her in the ring.
But that doesn't mean that I'm content with seeing her every 2 months.
But she's a monster though.
But I mean,
that's how they're operating the titles. When's the last time you saw Gunther?
I know, and that's not. It's not okay even with Gunther. That's not good with any.
Logan Paul don't be there. Gunther don't be there.
Logan Paul's different. Logan Paul's not really a
Roman Reigns don't be there.
When you see the champions, what are they? They're monsters.
And Io Sky is not even the top in her own faction.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, she's not the top in her own faction.
But I don't know. I think women's division does need a reboot. And
that's why you gotta let Rhea hold it. She's gonna beat all the old women. Jade Cargill comes in. Sasha Banks comes back. AJ Lee comes in. Now we got new blood. And the lady from New Japan comes in.
So we think I think that if Sasha doesn't return, that Jay's getting the Rumble, no question. I think I don't know. I think it was 2020, Bianca do like ran through Rumble. I think that's what she's gonna do. I think she's gonna win and she get to Rhea because I think she's gonna beat Becky. Rhea is so.
Yeah, Rhea's gonna win, man. It's just about who dethrones her.
I don't know if Rhea's getting dethroned anytime soon.